So I'm going to quickly show you how you can most effectively farm the raids for XP and the best way to actually complete it and bypass some of the insanely hard breakables that for some reason Preston thinks we can break, but it's like it would take forever. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Pet Sim 99 video. So today they added in the new Lucky Raid event, which is honestly pretty cool in my opinion. It's definitely a lot less AFKable if you're trying to do the raids, but I think it's overall a pretty good update. Now, before I get into the video, only 14% of you are subscribed. So if you like the content I make, want to support the channel, and help us reach the milestones as fast as possible so that I can do more massive giveaways, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget that once I reach 35,000 subscribers, I will be hosting a massive 50 huge pet giveaway on Pet Sim 99. But until then, I'll continue to give away at least 10 huge pets every single video. And if you want a chance to win one of these huge pets, all the giveaway information will be in the description. Okay, so today they added in a raid event world, and based on the patch notes, it seems pretty good. Now, once you go into this event world, as you can see, just like part 1 of the trading card event, there is only one area. However, there is a lot of interesting stuff. So first off, this event is basically based on raids. So the more raids you do, the more raid XP you gain, and the more you upgrade your eggs over here, as well as the better loot that you get. Now, depending on the difficulty of a raid that you are doing, it will increase the amount of XP and coins that you're getting, but it will make it a bit harder. So doing it with friends can definitely help, but I'm probably just going to be doing it solo for most of this event. Since I won't be trying to get on the leaderboard, it's going to be way too tough for a grindy event like this. Now, to help you in your endeavors with the raid, you can use Lucky Raid Orbs, which are basically the upgrade tokens of this event. However, they do work a little differently and in my opinion, a little better. As you can see, there are a ton more upgrades than there normally are in an event like this. And each upgrade starts by costing 1, and the more of the upgrade that you buy, the more lucky orbs that it costs. And once you buy an upgrade, you'll also notice that there are a lot more stages for each upgrade. So I'm pretty sure it's going to scale up a lot and going to probably cost hundreds or maybe even thousands of lucky orbs. So getting these orbs are going to be important. Now, another really cool thing is that you can choose to reset your upgrade tokens. So depending on whether you're going to be doing a raid or if you're just going to be AFKing coins and opening the egg over here, you can reset your lucky orbs and put it into the upgrades that will help you with whatever you're doing at that time. So for example, if you're going to be doing raids, put it into raid damage, raid pets, raid attack speed, etc. But if you're going to be farming coins and opening eggs, put it into cheaper eggs and more raid coins. Now you can also get clovers from drops in this breakable area, which allow you to craft a new lucky gift that will allow you to get a chance at getting a leprechaun key, which you can use to open chests inside the raid. Now that's basically all the basic information that you need to know about this update. So I do want to quickly go into what enchants, boosts, and other things you should be using. And then I'm going to talk about what is currently the best way to farm the raids and gain levels. Okay, so when it comes to the enchants that you want to be using, it seems like the enchant loadout is going to be basically the same as the enchant loadout that you would be using during the last event. So I went ahead and tested out all the enchants. Now I am human and sometimes make mistakes. So if you notice any mistakes, drop them in the comments and I will include any corrections inside the pinned comment at the top of the comment section. So go check that out just in case. In this event area, you earn very little to no diamonds. So using a diamond enchant is going to be useless. I also tested coins enchants, which seem to not work in this event area, or if they do, they provide a very little to almost no boost and is not worth using an enchant slot. Now I tested out criticals enchants and for some reason you can't even get critical hits in this area. So critical enchants are also going to be useless. And then I tested out Treasure Hunter on 2 accounts for around 10 minutes each. And I did not notice a significant increase in clovers or upgrade tokens when I was farming with Treasure Hunter. So I will not be using Treasure Hunter when I AFK. And then just like every other event world, there is a damage cap. So strong pets does not work since the damage cap is pretty low. Now, when it comes to most tap enchants, I tested out large taps and tap blast, and they both do not work. So even if you're going to be tapping the breakables while you AFK, using tapping enchants seems to also not help. And I also did go ahead and test explosive and I could not get it to activate. So it seems like this also does not work. Now, most exclusive enchants obviously do not work. In this breakable area, the breakables do not get sucked to you. So you do have to use a magnet enchant. Now you do not have to use a super magnet. You can easily use a magnet 3 and that'll work just as fine. But most other exclusive enchants do not work. Now getting into the enchants that do work, I did test out speed, and it seems like when you have it equipped, the pets are moving quite a bit faster. So I'm going to be using 2 speed 5 books. And then since speed also works, I will be using a Happy Pets book because it does increase their speed, and hopefully the attacking speed boost also does work. But even if only the speed part works, it is still worth having in the loadout. And then the rest of my enchant slots are going to be filled with magic orb enchants. Now I am using a nightmare orb, but you can simply use regular magic orb enchants since they do stack, and as you can see, they do quite a bit of damage. I have no pets equipped and they're still breaking a ton of breakables. So yeah, this is what my enchant loadout is going to be looking like when I am AFKing. Now I will be using the same loadout in the raids itself since the magic orbs seem to do a lot of damage and actually do reach all the far breakables pretty fast. And then I also do like the speed boost. Probably my pets get to the breakables pretty fast. So although this might not be the most competitive loadout for doing the raids, like I'm assuming most pay to win players who are going for leaderboard position will probably be using like more nightmare orbs or maybe even some lightning orbs. But I think that this loadout is a pretty good all around loadout for this event, and I will be using this loadout until I see anything else. Now, once again, I do make mistakes sometimes, and if there is any corrections that I do want to make to this enchant loadout, I will put it at the top of the pinned comment in the comment section. So go check that out just in case I do need to make any changes. Now moving on to one of the biggest things you can do for your damage in this event, and that is to get your hands on some of the event pets from the event egg. As you can see in this event world, the event pets do significantly more damage than all of the pets from any other world. So if you want to do a lot of damage, try getting your hands on some very good stat pets from this egg. And as your egg upgrades, you'll unlock better stat pets, so keep going for better stat pets as you are upgrading your egg. And then obviously, if you can, try to use a full team of exclusive or huge pets, or at the very least, use a full team of stat pets from this event world. And then as you can see in the bottom left, the only 2 boosts that are active are the 2 pay to win lucky boosts. As you can see, no other boosts are active. So when you're farming this event, you do not have to worry about using any potions since they do not work. And you do not have to worry about using any other buffs like the toy buffs or the fruits since they also do not work. And as usual, sprinklers do not work, but flags do. So typically I like to use a hasty flag, and during the last event, coins flags somehow did actually seem to work. So I'm kind of split between hasty or coins flags, but because I have so much speed in my loadout, I'm going to be probably farming with coin flags until I find out whether or not they actually work or not, which is pretty hard to test until you farm for a while. Okay, so we are roughly like 4 hours into the event already, and we're about 6 or 7 nerfs into the event. So things are not going too great, and I am definitely not the only one mad. A lot of the Pet Sim 99 community also seems to be upset with how many nerfs they are doing. Now, originally farming the breakables and AFKing the egg over here seemed to be like a somewhat viable way to farm this event, but at this point, the breakables give you literally like hundreds of coins at a time, maybe, which is not even remotely enough to sustain auto hatching this egg at all. Plus, as you can see on the bottom left here, I have max coins, and that is from just playing the raids for about like 30 minutes to an hour. So you can get max coins from easily playing the raids, but it'll take you days of AFKing this to reach max coins. Probably even like not even enough time in this event to reach max coins if you were to grind the coins here. Now I hope they do change this in the future, and I hope they do release a actual good patch where they buff some things instead of nerf things, considering they keep nerfing things. It seems like farming the raids and AFKing the eggs at the end of the raids is the best way to farm this event as of right now. So I'm going to quickly show you how you can most effectively farm the raids for XP and the best way to actually complete it and bypass some of the insanely hard breakables that for some reason Preston thinks we can break, but it's like it would take forever. But first, I do want to quickly talk a little more about the upgrades here. The upgrades do seem to be pretty decent, especially the more XP one. I'm not even remotely done upgrading it, and it's already at 60%. I upgraded it again, it's at 90%. So definitely spend your upgrade tokens on the upgrades, and you do get some from completing raids or breaking these breakables, but you don't get very many at a time. So it's going to take a while to max these out, but I would definitely focus on the damage upgrades and the XP upgrades if you're going to be farming the raids, and then maybe the cheaper eggs if you want, so that you don't run out of coins as fast. I do want to quickly check my mailbox. If you want to donate to me using the mailbox, my username is loopedmuffin_RBX. I tend to only shout out anything over 5 million diamonds in wrap or any exclusive pets just to save time in the videos. So thank you so much Ironman W135 for the huge Valentine bear. Thank you so much. I will definitely be using that for a giveaway. And thank you Adam Lol for the 100,000 diamonds. Okay, so getting into the raids and how to farm them fast. So I'm going to create a new raid quickly. As you can see, I'm already level 106, which is pretty good for playing solo. But once you make your way into the raid, sometimes the breakables won't load and you'll have to leave the raid and create a new one, but this time it did. And normally the first few levels are pretty simple. You just go ahead and walk through, and sometimes you can tap to help break the breakables faster, but for most part you should be like 2 or 3 tapping all of these breakables. So I'm just going to get through all of these easy levels quickly, and then I'll show you what to do towards the end. All right, we made it to the last breakable area, and I do want to talk about this area. This room is very, very RNG based. As you can see, there are different tiers of breakables, and the lower tier ones are pretty easy to break. They have 20 million health, but getting up to like the safes, and I heard there's even chests, the damage you need to do this, I don't even think it's possible to reach right now. Like, it'll probably take 5 to 10 minutes just to break one of these safes, which is definitely not time efficient. So when I reach this last area, I tend to just break these smaller breakables over here just to get the XP from it, and then I reset the raid. Now, if you really want to complete a raid and get to the final egg with the huge chance, you can keep doing raids over and over again until you get a final breakable area that only has the lower tier breakables. This may take a little bit, but it's happened to me a few times already, and those areas you can clear a lot easier than the ones that have these safes and the chest, which you need to deal a lot of damage to break. So once I decide that I want to AFK for a little bit and open some eggs, I will be searching for a breakable area that doesn't have any super hard breakables to break, and then I'll complete the raid and put all my accounts on the multiplier egg that is after the chest room. Now, when it comes to breaking these breakables, if you're really determined to break them as fast as possible, since you only have a few pets in here, tapping also does a lot to help. So as you can see, I'm doing this amount of damage right now, and then if I start tapping, you notice the damage goes by a lot faster. So to also help you break some of the harder breakables, definitely turn on an auto clicker or just start tapping the breakables. This will help speed up the process a lot. Okay, and there we go. I've broken all of the easy breakables. So at this point, I already gained 4 levels from this raid. I am just going to return home and then start up a new raid at my new level and then do the whole process again. I find this is the easiest way to gain levels in the raid, since breaking those hard breakables is definitely going to take way too much time. So you might as well just leave instead of breaking those and start a new higher level raid, which will gain you more XP in the long run. Now, raids are a little RNG based, and if you're unfortunate enough to get like a safe or some really hard breakable in some of the first rooms, your best bet is to just break the easy breakables, and once there are too many hard breakables, restart the raid at a new level. Now, like I said, Preston and the Big Games team have already released several changes, and most of them have been nerfs.
Oh! Ew, dude!
So I'm hoping they do change something in the near future and make things a little bit easier, but as of right now, it doesn't seem like they're going to. So currently, these are the best tips that I can give you for farming this event, although I know a ton of you still won't be happy with this event, and I don't blame you. But with that being said, if you enjoyed these tips or found any of the video useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget that once I reach 35,000 subscribers, I will be hosting another massive 50 huge pet giveaway on PetSim99 and a 5 huge pet giveaway on Pets Go. Once again, if you have any suggestions or any content suggestions, drop them down in the comments, and I pretty much read all the comments, so I should be able to see it at least and maybe even respond. I hope you all have an amazing day and good luck grinding. Congratulations to this user for being the first person to comment on my last PetSim99 video with their Roblox username. You have won yourself a free huge pet. I do this kind of giveaways every single video, so if you want a chance to be the first commenter and win yourself a free huge pet, make sure to turn on post notifications. It's time to roll the winners of the special 30,000 subscriber giveaway from my last video, and somehow this video surpassed both of the like goals, meaning I'm going to have to add 20 more huge pets to this giveaway for a total of 70 huge pets. Now, all 70 usernames of the winners will be shown on screen at the end of this time lapse.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
Congratulations to all of the winners. That took a while.